Those who prepare improve the ability of the country as a whole to cope with a major strain, the booklet reads. Think about how you and people around you will be able to cope with a situation in which society's normal services are not working as they usually do, it adds. Chris Badger, Thomas Right-Wing Tribune. Sweden has not gone to war with another country for over 2 centuries, but that hasn't stopped the government from reissuing an emergency manual that advises citizens on how best to cope with wartime hostilities, Time reports. Titled, If Crisis or War Comes, the brochure has been published in 13 languages. The 20-page document outlines the threats which the Nordic nation is facing. That includes likes of military conflict, natural disasters, cyber and terror attacks. No, that does not mean the sky is falling or that World War III is at our doorstep. It, however, is interesting that Sweden is publishing a document to send out to over 4.8 million people with instructions on how to prepare and handle an attack. It is refreshing to see a nation that at least cares enough about its people that they educate the people on how to survive. Even if Sweden is safer than many other countries, threats do exist, said Dan Eliasson, head of the Swedish Civil Contingencies Agency, which prepared the booklet. It's important that everyone has knowledge of what can threaten us so we can prepare in case something serious occurs, he told a news conference in Stockholm. Sweden will be affected if there is a military conflict close to us. It might affect our import of goods like food and so on. Even though the military conflict is not in Sweden itself, we can get affected, Christina Andersson, the brochure's project manager, told AFP. On Monday, Prime Minister Stefan Löfven and Sweden's King Carl XVI Gustaf announced the first creation of a Swedish regiment since World War II, located on the island in a clear signal of Stockholm's priorities. We are showing that we have military muscles, Löfven was quoted as saying by the Daily Aftonbladet. Though Sweden does not list a specific nation that they believe will carry out the attacks, they did state that they are highly concerned over the United States' tensions in the Middle East and other places around the globe. People in the United States have become extremely complacent over world issues and the thin line we walk between war and peace. Under a section called Home Preparedness Tips, there is an eclectic list of some of the key items it says every household should have access to. BBC World News, it stresses the importance of having non-perishable food that requires little water or can be eaten without preparation, such as bread with a long shelf life, e.g. tortillas and crackers, pre-cooked lentils, beans, tinned hummus, sardines, and ravioli, quick-cook pasta, rice, instant mashed potatoes, prepared blueberry, rose hip soup, energy bars. If there is no electricity, it says people should prepare to keep warm and stay informed when communication systems are no longer working. Households can do so by having woolen clothes, sleeping bags, candles and tea lights, a radio powered by batteries, solar cells or winding, a list of important telephone numbers, a mobile phone charger that works in the car. The point of all of this is that it is far better to be prepared than to be caught in the open with nothing. Chris Badger, Thomas is a veteran who served our country as an Army combat medic. God bless. Dean James III. Right-Wing Tribune. Be sure to follow us on Nation in Distress and America's Freedom Fighters on Facebook.